Hi, Crystal. Welcome into your reading. Thank you so much for booking with me. First thing we're going to do is we're going to clear some energy. I've already warded the space. What I have here is my homemade agarwood incense and a little bit of dragon's blood here in my Viking ship since I can't find my cauldron that I usually do this in. So I'll send it over. Cloths here and the runes. Okay. Now we're ready to go. And here I have all of my candles lit, all of my rune candles lit here. And this serves as a portal to gather and send rune energies during the reading. So you're getting a Reiki treatment as well during the reading. Now onto drawing the card. So I have all of your cards here on the table, and it is pretty interesting to say the least because the Hangman came out twice, and I pulled 6 crystal cards, and Labradorite came out twice, and Shiva Lingam, which I had on when you requested the reading, was at the bottom of the deck. So you will definitely be getting that. It is a very strong psychic protective stone, and I've had it for a while and I never used it because nobody drew the card. I just bought it for my clients when they pull the card, but I started using it myself and I was like, wow, this is amazing. I wish I had known about this sooner or started working with this sooner. So this is going to be great for you. The first one here we have is, actually, let me get my rune book. So even though I do intuitive reads, I like to also look at the book, because sometimes there's things in the book that resonate with you that maybe I wouldn't have cued into unless I read the message. So here we go. Suits of Wands. The Two of Wands, but right out the gate I can see that the 2 runes are Reho and Ansus. So that means looking for the right answer. Okay, so we have the 2 of Wands with the runes Reho and Ansus, and that usually means finding the right answers. And to find the right answers, one must experiment. And whenever the rune Ansus comes up, I always think of Odin and the crow. The crow's on his shoulders, and that means to take a bird's eye view when trying to find the answers. So for the clarifier here, from the 5-cent tarot, it looks like there is a letting go that needs to be done, and I can sense that with your energy. I was kind of stumbling through with the energy because you need to do some clearing. You need to do a lot of clearing. I'm talking about daily salt baths, that kind of thing, because you're a reader too, but I see that pride has come up, and with the decay here, it looks like you're taking on too much of other people's energy. And so I found it funny that healing here and obsidian and black tourmaline came up in your reading too. So that all seems to fall in line, and that's pretty much how this goes. This is the overview of the cards here. But not only does this represent you, but I have a feeling like this is your goal as well. You want to sit on that throne there. But right now it looks like you are in the phase of the Knight of Pentacles, which is in development here, which backs that up with the Page of Buttons, which is endeavor and manifestation. And underneath here you have fertility, which is a really good sign that whatever it is that you're working on is going in the right direction, but you may need some warding of your magic here. This is protect your magic, which I also got here with the Shiva Lingam, which it doesn't explain that in the card, but that's just what I experienced personally. And Moonstone, of course, is really good for emotional balance. So this endeavor that you're on up here, slow moving, and it might cause some frustration because, like I said, you know, you want to be here, but you're still here, right? Um, but instead of plowing forward here, it looks like that you are due for a change in perspective, because it looks like there is a rebirth that is going to be happening here. And what's cool here is that the card that I drew, which is Iwas, matches the card on the Hangman, which is also a card of rebirth and change of perspective as well. So as you see here, Iwas, magic, liberation, rebirth, awakening, protection. So I'm getting that as you may, if you haven't already, you may start doing some astral projection, and the rune Iwas is going to be helpful to protect you as you navigate the 9 worlds on the world tree, which is Iwas is the rune of the world tree. So even though it's counterintuitive with as slow moving as your goal may be, to not plow ahead, but in the line of work that we do, it's very important that we receive and allow for stillness, the stillness in our lives that we need to do what we do, because you know we can't have both. So it's going to be important here to have a partner and to be able to trust and not feel, get over the rejection, to allow him to be the support that you need. Rejection wounds oftentimes causes us to become overly independent. And when we're overly independent, sometimes we burn out fast because we don't want to depend on anybody else to attain our goals. But in the line of work that we do, we really need a wife or a husband. And the reason for that is, I forgot, but I drew from the Celtic Tree Oracle deck and Birch, which is again about rebirth here. So the first card from the Heal Yourself deck is Beauty, and there might be an over focus on that with being on TikTok, which I can completely understand, and sometimes hard to keep up with, because with the Queen of Pentacles here, that is you, then you're always taking care of other people, so you can't always do both. So try not to be so hard on yourself, and realize that people definitely care about the content. And yes, while beauty attracts people and opportunities, it's also a value to put yourself first and take care of your energy first, so that every time you do get in front of the camera, you can look and feel your best. So the second card here is Pride, and this card always reminds me of the goddess Hela and the person who takes their work home or takes on too much energy from other people, and here, as you see, the decay allows it to erode their energy as well. So the advice here is to just realize that you can't fix everyone, and that after you get done with the reading, you have to make sure that you go and take care of your energy first, clear your energy, sit and ground and do whatever you have to do in order to maintain your energy, but have it be just your energy, not your energy plus everybody else's energy you just got done reading and processing. And also speaks of the independence that comes from being the fear of being rejected. So that's another thing to work on with trust as well. So but how it ties in with your goal of being here, you're not going to be able to be here unless you relinquish the energies of others after you read them. You may not even be conscious of the energy that you're retaining, but I'm telling you now, and I will help you as much as I can to give you techniques, rather, not advice, but techniques on what to do and how to clear. And the third one is pay attention to the signs. Signs are all around you. Open your mind and pay close attention to the environment. So I'm going to read from the book here, so you know. Your angels know that you've been feeling lost about the direction you need to take in your life and decisions you need to make. They have heard your frustration and your pleas for help. They ask you to slow down, like I said here with the hanged man. Stop focusing on the problem and allow solutions to come into your reality. Your spiritual helpers have been organizing synchronistic events and support for you, but you keep thinking in the same stubborn way. Relax and look at life in a more creative way. Pay attention to repetitive signs and signals. A sign can come in the form of a song, a movie, a book, nature, animals, people, thoughts, dreams, and visions. And at times your body also gives you signs. Your body may be telling you to rest, change your diet, or to work on challenging emotions. Be sure to take these signals seriously. And speaking of signals, as I do this reading, I'm feeling something in my liver area, like a pain. So that's telling me, cueing into your body, that you have some repressed anger. Repressed anger can spike your cortisol. Spike cortisol can make your hormones go awry. It can cause weight gain. It can cause sleep issues. It can cause changes in appetite. Holly is a really good supplement, or it's like a tincture to take for dealing with repressed anger. But also there was another supplement too for lowering cortisol, but I'll have to send you the screenshot because I don't remember offhand. So that is, pay attention to the signs and listen to your body. Slow down. The turtle wins the race. So it's going to be hard to pay attention to the signs if you're hanging on to some trauma related to rejection. And I'm going to read from the book here, but I'll send you screenshots when I'm done, because there's actions that you can take that I won't go over. I'll let you do that in your own time. So let's see. Feeling rejected can disconnect you from your heart and soul and immobilize you. Rather than buying into rejection, focus on how you can grow, learn, and improve from experiences. If you're a writer and you set your articles to a book or a publisher and they have rejected it, then try to hone your writing skills and then send your work to several other publishers. Use that rejection as a motivating force to succeed. If a person that you have feelings for or felt deep love towards has rejected you, then work on healing your heart and recognize that there is someone out there for you more suited to you. People may use rejection as an excuse to close down, become suspicious, guarded, or give up. Then they hurt and reject others. They hide behind rejection and never give themselves an opportunity to take a leap of faith and find their life calling and heal. By picking up this card, and that's another thing about taking care of people and people pleasing and that kind of thing, that's also a rejection wound as well. So by picking this card, you are being urged to hold yourself in a higher regard. Keep your heart open and trust that you have learned from your experiences and will not make the same mistakes again. And so you don't have to wear a mask and always be happy. You can start to let the mask fall and show who you really are to the people around you, so that you can start working through the rejection wounds. A good way to clear rejection from your body is tapping under your clavicle bone here. I do EFT. I have many of things in my spiritual toolbox. This is just one of them. So there's a whole round of EFT that you can do, but I can send you some videos as an example. It's called meridian tapping. And I had done it in my worst levels of anxiety, and it was really good. So I definitely suggest it. So now that we've identified what you need to work on. Now we're going to review what you need and the tools. Yes, that rejection card really hit me hard. I was clearing a lot of energy and burping a whole lot in between takes. So I'm sure that sits deep with you. So here we have the oracle meaning and a healing spell. It's time to take everyone's opinion into account, and while you may need to make a compromise, there should be a good outcome. Geraniums indicate you need to take time out to care for yourself. How many times have I said that during this reading already, right? And connect fully with your higher and lower self. Cooperation with others and creativity in groups are also needed, while intolerance and self-indulgence should be avoided. So here, as I was reading that meeting about the connection to higher and lower self, I got, even though we have obsidian and black tourmaline here, one of the stones that's really good with for that is astrophyllite, and it looks a lot like this tower that I have right here, except astrophyllite has more brown in it. But this is arvetzinite, which is basically, I think arvetzinite and astrophyllite are basically the same thing. This connects us to the higher planes. Oh, look, there's the brown. Yeah, so this is astrophyllite and arvetzinite. There's both in there, the brown and the blue. So anyway, yeah, this connects to the higher realms while grounding you. And this is really the perfect stone for readers. Highly recommend it. But I have it in the center here of my energy gathering little setup here. And the second one to come to, we just got done talking about this, is grounding, especially for doing what you do, especially because you're a reader. So the grounding card here has potatoes in it, and I love the grounding spell. I did this one time, and then we made a lovely potato leek soup, which was delicious, and it's a mood elevator altogether because it's the comfort food that you need. And here the oracle meaning: explore the deeper innermost areas of yourself and situations, as potato indicates energies that are calling you to look again at what you may have once missed, and will help to bring stability. If you're looking for an answer, which you definitely are, try pulling back a little to let things settle on their own first. Challenges at the moment may include ignorance, self-centeredness, forgetfulness, so make sure you are compassionate and focused. Which may be because of the, which is why you may need to slow down and have some grounding here, is because of the repressed anger is also going to cause more frustration if you have spiked cortisol and stress. To get to your goals here. So this all definitely ties in together. And then we have tiger's eye for balance. So you have grounding and balance. So the number one takeaway I'm getting from this reading so far, even though things look good, you're definitely, the first thing, number one, is self-care, to get that cortisol down and to pull back, like it said, so that you can get yourself realigned and cleansed and grounded, so that everything that you want to do here, the answers will definitely come clearly. Because in our, for what we do, in order to become a clear, strong, clear channel, we really need to take care of ourselves, take our vitamins, make sure that we're cleansing. I take Haratakis, and you use Tektites, and I will definitely include all that information in my email or when I message you what I take. I take activated charcoal, bentonite clay, but like I said, I'll list this all out for you, so no worries there. So the third card from the Green Witch Oracle is fertility, and that's an indication of your endeavors coming and wishes coming to fruition here and being very fruitful. The nurture of elements around you is highlighted, and watermelon energy shows you will reap what you have sown. The wisdom of nature is at the forefront, and answers, discoveries, and inspiration will be found there for you. Plan well, stick with things, and look after those around you. Challenges may be failure to connect with others. So, if that's happening, like I said, it could be the cortisol issue with forgetfulness as well. So, be patient with yourself. Make lists every morning or maybe even the night before. If you get distracted, maybe even a lot for some distractibility time so that when you do go back to your list, you're not too far off course. And the fourth card is trust. It looks like it's basil, and I just got a brilliant idea to tell you that when you take a bath, put some basil water in there. Take some fresh basil to the stove top and gently heat the water for a while, like maybe an hour or so, and let the basil, let the water turn really green, and then put it in the bath before you get in the bath. Okay, the oracle meaning. Basil will indicate energies surrounding trust and working of relationships. Consideration and putting more into gaining harmonious ground are required. And although this does include romance, basil is referencing any relationship or connection. Education and travel are all areas that are shining with positive vibes at the moment, but be wary of being in situations or relationships that you know are not good for you. And there's a little trust spell, which I will send to you. Okay, so with the trust and the pride and the rejection, this is all childhood trauma that, and the people pleasing may have come from a childhood that you didn't trust that they could properly take care of you, or maybe you had siblings that you felt you had to take on the burden, or maybe they had some addiction issues, and so you had to always walk on eggshells and became very sensitive to things. So maybe doing the shadow work journal would probably be beneficial for you, because there may be things in your psyche that are holding you back and damaging your energy unknowingly. So, but you can't fix anything until you've taken the time to identify what that is. Which exactly what it says here is the letting go. The answer is letting go. The right answer is letting go. I'm glad to see you got black tourmaline to help ward your energy, and obsidian, which is protective, but it's like a hug from the earth. It's more of an emotional protection. And then tiger's eye to balance and to help you focus. Then labradorite for psychic protection, protect your magic, absolutely. And Shivalingam was, like I said, great for psychic protection. I think it's even better than labradorite, but I think the two, all of these crystals combined are going to be one heck of a powerhouse for you, which I'm excited for, because it's going to help with this rebirth that you're going to be experiencing after you let everything go and you clear the repressed anger. And yeah, you have, the sun is going to be shining bright for you, my dear, but you got to get the work. You got to put the work in. And just for good measure, I drew a second rune card, and that is Pertro, which is good omen, fate, unknown, initiation, which is that awakening that we said here, and occult. But it's also, I think, is good for business and prosperity as well. Well, Crystal, I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated, and feel free to share any of the advice that I am going to be giving to you. I'm going to send you some annatto seed for protection. Not a lot of people talk about it, but for me, when I first started using it, it was life-changing. So I'm definitely sending you that, along with the shaved Valinga and a bracelet with all of these crystals. I will probably incorporate some moonstone, and the Shivalinga will be your pendant, which comes with the reading. And I am definitely going to be sending you the money spell kit as well, but I think I'm going to include a few other things as well as a surprise. So thank you very much, and I am excited to hear your feedback. Thanks again.